So you're probably wondering what you got yourself into. So here's Zero Base in a nutshell. Week 1, think of an idea, any idea, and sum it up in one sentence. Week 2, start building a prototype and make your idea a reality. Week 3, share your idea to the world. Week 4, obtain user feedback to strengthen your idea. What do you think of this idea?
What is this?
Week 5, develop a pitch deck. Week 6, show your idea to investors.
Welcome guys to my pitch deck called water pitch deck. Normal water bottles without measurements make it difficult to track hydration and cause intake inaccuracy. So the smart thing is find a real thing from us. It's what smart people do. And I think investors think it's going to be pretty smart that we do this.
So amazing. Okay. Oh my god, cinematic.
Sounds easy, right? Be sure to stick around for the next 6 weeks. After all, done is better than perfect.
How good was that, guys? How good was that video? Shout out to Carlo, our videographer for Zero Base. Top guy. I mean, just look at his talent. Have you guys seen our Instagram lately? We've been publishing quite a lot of content after Carlo joined our team. So Carlo and Romy's our graphics designer, so they've been working together to sort of publish these videos. And I think one of the videos got like 1.5 million views the other day. It's fucking crazy. Like, I can't believe it, right? Anyway, hi guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Zero Base Season 3. I'm super excited for you guys to be here. Absolutely amazing. I mean, this season is just, it's just going to be a blast. Last season was great. This season is going to be much more better. So let's just dive right in. A lot to go through today. So yeah, hey guys, my name is Sam. And I'm the founder of Zero Base. Like, the Instagram, all the content and stuff, Romy and Carlo was the face of the Instagram, but I'm the guy who just does the lecture. I'm the guy who sort of supports them, catches up with founders, talk with founders, and sort of getting to know the founders and whatnot. So I do the boring stuff, they do the amazing stuff. So my name is Sam, and who the hell am I, right? Just for a short introduction, I started my first startup in 2017. So I've been working on a startup for 8 years now, since 2017. I raised a whole bunch of money from investors, built a whole bunch of interesting ideas, and now helping our founders, Zero Base founders, to become the best founders out there that are different from other founders. So welcome to the family, and our team will try our best to help you guys to become the top founders, try to become the top founders around the world. So there's been a lot of interesting things that I've been building for the last 8 years. So one of them is Zero Base, obviously. It's an online startup school. And I've built like digital gifting apps, like we can, gift digitally all around the world. That's been funded as well. Built a restaurant for dogs. Like we literally created like pizzas for dogs, birthday cakes for dogs, like sushis for dogs. That's fucking crazy. Like, I would never do it again, but it was interesting enough. So what I'm trying to say is, no matter how crazy your idea is, you can definitely make it possible, because I've created a whole restaurant for dogs a few years back. And anyway, congratulations for making it to season 3. It's an amazing achievement. And guys, this season was super duper competitive. We're about to hit 700 applications from 33 different countries. So last season, it was roughly around 12 countries. This season, it's across 33 different countries. We don't know how the hell you guys found about us from 33 different countries, but it's absolutely awesome. The selection process was made based on the founders' capabilities. So yes, you are special. We didn't accept everyone. We handpicked you guys based on your LinkedIn and your capabilities. So amazing job, guys. You guys are special, and high five. Anyway, that's we received 7 times more application than last season, which is amazing. And thanks for you guys. Again, we don't know. Like, I think it's the videos that we've been publishing on Instagram. But we've been receiving 7 times more applications this season. absolutely beautiful. That means 7 times more new ideas that we can sort of find about, and and help more founders to thrive, which is always our first priority. So that's good. Before the season started, like, we've been seeing people publishing their Zero Passes on LinkedIn, which is amazing. Like, it's always good to sort of post up your achievements, being accepted to a startup school or accelerator on LinkedIn. And we've been seeing a lot of Instagram story tags, which is bloody amazing as well. So these are Zero Passes, right? And Romy, our graphic designer, is the one who actually designed these Zero Passes. Beautiful, beautiful, different colors. And it's been super interesting how people were posting, they've been accepted into this program, and you should be proud of it, because, like, if you imagine we've grown 7 times more than this season compared to last season. Imagine, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, we're going to be, our school's going to be a lot more competitive, and you guys are going to be the graduates for this school, which is a big achievement. So amazing job. The question is, what is Zerobase, right? So you've probably seen the videos on our Instagram and it's related to startups, but what exactly is Zerobase? So basically we're a startup school, guys. We're a startup school. We go teach you a lot of startup stuff, from making ideas, building your MVP, going looking out for investors. I think that's a big one. Creating a pitch deck, and learning how to pitch. So we go through a lot of different topics. So this is a course outline, and today's week 1. We're going to talk about ideas in a bit, but next week we will be talking about how to create an MVP, because as far as I'm aware, a lot of you guys are non-technical founders. So we will be talking through how to create your first ever toy or your MVP with a budget, let's say less than $500. And yes, it is definitely possible. Week 3, we're going to be talking about launching, because first-time founders, they have this misunderstanding of launch being this, Steve Jobs launch or like a fucking Falcon 9 launch. But believe me, that's not the case. That's not how you would launch. It's much more smaller than that, and as you relaunch, it gets bigger and bigger. So we will talk about launching in week 3. Week 4, we'll be talking about how to get your first users, right? And you would learn how you would interview them and get feedback and make changes to your product. Week 5 we'll be going through pitch decks, how to create a very effective pitch decks. And I've been seeing a lot of founders pitch deck lately. It felt like reading a whole PhD essay. It's like 20, 30 pages long. It was very boring. So we'll sort of teach you how to make it very short and powerful, less than 10 pages, and getting attentions from the investors. And week 6, this is a big one, and I think a lot of you guys have applied because of the demo day. Week 6 is demo day. So we've locked in 5 different VCs around the world, mega big names to participate in our demo day, and you guys will be pitching in front of the VCs to raise some capital. So that's the big day. All lectures will be recorded. Since we've been accepting founders from 33 different countries, there are founders who couldn't make it live today. These are all going to be recorded, so do not worry. If you missed out on a lecture, always you can catch up using a thing called Founders Panel, which I'll talk about later in this lecture. So Zerobase is a home for founders to work on their ideas. You can sort of test out different ideas with other new people. It's a home for founders to fail your ideas. How do you succeed without even failing? That's impossible. So we welcome failure. I failed a lot of times. A lot of our advisors and mentors failed a lot of times. So failure is welcome in Zerobase. We're a home for founders to meet new people. You guys are making the Zerobase community this season. And it's absolutely beautiful to see people like us making the community, providing feedback, getting each other's help, which is always nice. Zerobase is a home for founders to learn from mentors. Now, if you've been following our Instagram, we've been constantly updating on who our mentors and advisors have joined. And we've been getting top tier VCs and ex-founders from top institutes and VCs around the world, from Silicon Valley, Plug and Play, 500 Global, and YC. Absolutely amazing. You know, our team have been working their asses off to get these guys into our team. So you guys will all have access to these resources through this season to give you valuable feedback. Now, Zerobase is also a home for founders to raise money. And I think this is a big part, right? Because a lot of you guys already have started your ideas and you just need the funding. So welcome. You guys can get invested $20,000 to $1 million through our demo day at week 6. So, but only if you guys stay with us to the end, which obviously it only makes sense, right? So, hang on tight. I mean, 6 weeks is gonna fly like crazy fast because that's what happened last season as well. And this season, it's gonna be much more faster. Overall, it's just a home for founders like us, right? Because I think we can all agree, startup is lonely and it's such a long process, right? Normally, if you want to succeed in a startup, it takes maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. It's a very long process. So having a community of people like ourselves will definitely help in the long run. So welcome. Unfortunately, there's homework every single week. You're required to submit 5 homework in order for you to graduate from the Zerobase program. It's unfortunate, but believe me, it is easy. It's not very difficult. And I think, you know, you need to be very consistent and, you know, it's going to be easy for you guys because we basically selected you on your founder capabilities. So it's going to be very easy. For this season, you guys have submitted so many interesting ideas like AI, apps, clothing brands, pets, cloud providers, so many interesting ideas. And I've selected some few interesting ideas. Jonathan from Canada, he wanted to create a toilet bowl that detects cancer, guys. How fucking crazy is that? Like, Jonathan, I want that right now. It's crazy how Jonathan is able to sort of create a toilet bowl that can detect cancer. It's just crazy. When I saw this, I was like, wow, like so many talented people out there. Vanessa from the Philippines wants to create something about wet wipes. Guys, like, it doesn't matter what idea you're working on, at least as long as it interests you, you're welcome. Wet wipes, I mean, I don't know, but you know, why not? Why not, Vanessa? Go for it. Like, create something amazing with wet wipes. I'm looking for it. Dev from Singapore wants to help mom entrepreneurs to start businesses. Dev, if you're looking at this, well done. We need more people like you to help moms out there to start businesses. I don't know how the hell you will be helping moms out there to start businesses, but definitely let's keep in contact and I'll be looking forward to your idea. Aiden from Korea is building an AI-powered apps without no coding knowledge. Like I said, a lot of you guys are non-technical founders, and obviously these kind of solutions, there are needs out there, so well done, Aiden. Looking forward to yours as well. Some of you guys have ideas and some don't. Don't panic, it's okay. We are going to come up with an idea this lecture, so do not panic. You're going to be fine, trust me. Trust in the process, trust in everyone else as well. So lecture 1, what's your problem, right? I think this title is quite funny because I think we really need to understand startups and businesses are not the same. I was quite surprised when I was talking to founders or like people, and if I ask, hey, what does it mean by a startup, right? And a lot of the founders or people are like, startup is what you call when a new business is starting up. And I was like, huh, no, that's not, I don't think that's what startup is. So basically how I sort of see startup is problem solvers, right? Startups should be solving problems where businesses are interest-based. For example, coffee shops or restaurants cannot be startups because they are interest-based. They're not solving a particular problem. So startups should be solving a particular problem. Businesses doesn't have to be solving a problem where it can be just interest-based, like a coffee shop or restaurant. Now, I want us to have a look at the screenshot. And I want you guys to guess what this company is. It's one of my favorite companies in the world, but it's a product from the early days. So I'll give you around 10 seconds to sort of guess what this company is. This company, guys, this company is Airbnb. So it's Airbnb at their very early day when they launched their first version of their product. Now, what about this one? This platform is something that I use on a day-to-day basis. It's a little bit tricky. Try to figure out what this company is. This platform is Stripe. Huh, interesting, right? It looks so different from today. It's Stripe's first version of their website. What about this one? I think a lot of you guys might know what this one is because it's quite obvious. This one is Slack. This one is Slack when they first launched their first version. And companies like Airbnb, Uber, Stripe, Slack, Zoom, Duolingo, Notion, and Tesla, these mega billion-dollar companies have something in common, right? What do these companies have in common, guys? Because I think this is really, really important to sort of know. Yes, these companies are all tech companies, but apart from that, what do they have in common? These companies are solving a problem, right? They're all solving a problem. And I'm gonna give you an example. Airbnb. What problem is Airbnb solving? Hotels were expensive and often fully booked, while many homeowners had extra space they could rent out. So their solution was to create a peer-to-peer platform connecting travelers with local hosts offering short-term rentals. That's their solution to their problem. Now, Stripe. The problem that they're trying to solve is businesses struggled with setting up online payments, which were complex and costly, right? And the solution was super simple. A simple code integration to secure payments into their website. Super, super simple, right? Slack. What problems were they trying to solve? Workplace communications was cluttered with emails, making collaboration slow. So their solution was a messaging platform that organizes conversations into channels and enhances team productivity. So as you can see, each company has a problem that they're solving and then a solution to solve that problem. Now, what do all these problem and solution have in common? Has anyone noticed? I'm just going to rewind right back. So Airbnb's problem, Airbnb solution, Stripe's problem, Stripe solution, Slack's problem, and Slack solution. I'm not sure if anyone has realized. They are all one sentence. Is it a coincidence? I don't think so. You need to be able to sort of describe the problem that you're trying to solve in one sentence. Otherwise, we consider that as overcomplicating your startup. And normally best startups who perform the best can sort of summarize what problem they're trying to solve into one sentence. And guys, this is super important because when it's a time to create our pitch decks, our first page of the pitch deck is going to sort of start with the one sentence problem that we're trying to solve. So it's really important to start thinking about the problem that you're trying to solve and sort of summarize that into one sentence, because if you're going to a networking party, if you're sort of catching up with founders, investors, and if they're like, hey, so what's your idea? All you need to say is that one sentence, the problem that you're trying to solve. You can probably tell if someone is a first-time founder by the problem statement, right? I don't know how many times I experience when I'm talking to a founder and I say, hey, so what's your idea? Tell me about your startups. And they start giving me this whole essay about their startup, and instantly I sort of know that they're a first-time founder. Often the experienced founder, they are able to sort of simplify the problem statement down into one sentence, which is always good. So great ideas should be solving a problem, not started from interest. I think that is the key takeaway here. So Sam, what do I do if your current idea is not solving a problem? Well, if you are here, if you've applied to Zerobase, just about the experience, about networking, getting to know people, building apps, launching, that is totally fine. You don't have to worry about it. I do think that ideas can start off interest, but if you are serious about making your idea into a company, then I think it's definitely a different game. You would definitely need to solve a problem, and I think it's good to sort of think about a problem that you're trying to solve within the 6 weeks. So, if you don't solve a problem, it is very difficult to raise capital. I don't think there's a VC who invested into a startup idea that doesn't solve a problem, right? It is very difficult to generate revenue. That's why it cannot turn into a company. If it doesn't solve a problem, you'll notice fewer users using your product over time. For example, let's say 100 people uses your product next week. 2 weeks later, you'll see it reducing down to 50. A month later, it'll be reduced down to maybe 10 people using your product. So you'll see that decrease of product usage, and eventually you will die out. Not you guys, but your company will die out. So that's a big thing. So that's why you really want to solve with a problem, because there is always a market big enough. But like I said, if you're just here about the experience, don't worry about it. But it's always a good practice. Now, homework 1, what's your problem? There are 4 questions to answer for your problem, for your homework, sorry. It's so easy, everyone should be able to do it. The first question is, what is your one-liner problem? So think of a problem and reduce it down to 1 line, right? Like I showed you, Stripe's problem. Businesses struggled with setting up online payment system, which were complex and costly. That's a perfect example of a problem that you're trying to solve. So think of a problem and try to shorten it down to 1 sentence. Question 2, what made you want to solve this problem? I'm really curious on why you want to solve this problem. Why this problem in particular? This has nothing to do with, your startup, but it's just curious as you as a person. Why you think you are the right person to solve this problem. Question 3, what solution are you thinking of solving this problem? What's the solution? Is it an app? Is it a website? If it's an app, what kind of app is it? What does it do? How does it solve that problem, etc.? And question 4 is we want you to upload a 60-second video about you talking about the problem that you're trying to solve, the solution, and there's going to be an example video on this homework submission page, right? So there's going to be an example video that from last season that you guys can see through YouTube, so you can probably see that video and sort of see what we are asking for. The due date for this homework is 2nd of March, 12 p.m. KST, which is the same time next week before lecture 2 starts, right? So please submit your homework on time because we really want you to graduate from the program. Submit your homeworks through the Founders Panel. So you should have received a link to the thing called Founders Panel where you can submit your homework. So we've sent it through the email, or you can access it through the ZeroBase website. If you go to zerobase.ca, on the top right-hand side, you can see a button called the Founders Panel. And the password for the Founders Panel is LFGS3. Let's fucking go S3, right? Okay. There have been a lot of founders last year who was asking about these passwords without even looking at the lecture, right? It doesn't make sense, guys. Look at the lecture, find out what the password is, use this password to get access to the Founder Panel to submit your homework. So what is a Founders Panel, right? It's only accessible for you guys for watching lecture recordings, submit homework, apply for IRL event, which I'll talk about, and applying for a one-on-one catch-up meeting with me online if you need help. So IRL event season 3. It is a 2-day event where founders meet and greet. It's an offline event. Working on your ideas for 2 days, getting your ideas from A to B, offline lectures, Q&A sessions, parties, chill and have fun. We just finished our IRL event in Bali a few months ago. There were 70 people who turned up, which was absolutely amazing. Had an amazing time. This year, we're not sure where we're going to hold the IRL event. It's either going to be Thailand or the Philippines. Really interested to know where you guys want the IRL to be held at. But the applications for the IRL are now open through the Founders Panel. Book your spot. It's great to book your spot now than later. Like I said, the location is going to be either the Philippines or Thailand. I'm just going to show you a video from last year IRL event that is in Bali.
Hi, my name is Bertram and I'm building a series of micro documentaries. You can see at the back, we have got lots of founders chatting, so I'm looking forward to having interaction with them and learn from their insights.
My name is Mike. I'm the co-founder of Lyric Tape. Lyric Tape is an app that allows musicians to collaborate. Say for example, someone who could be in Africa and the other collaborator could be in North America, and they can work together. We're targeting particularly like starting out musicians, like enthusiasts, music learners, etc.
Season 4 is not actually confirmed, but it is later down the same year.
Hi, my name is Alera and I'm the founder of Nectari. My experience with Zero Base is amazing. Everyone there is just holding my hand to get me through on the 6th week.
So during my time at Zero Base, I was surrounded by a lot of other founders, which helped me stay accountable and keep going, which I really appreciated about Zero Base. And then within the 6 weeks, not only did I meet so many people, but I met myself as a founder, growing and developing into the startup founder that I was always meant to be.
My experience here is very great. So everyone is very friendly and we are very open to talk to each other. And it's been a great experience. I also met Sam and all the other guys here. They have been very insightful.
This is our first Zero Base in real life event in Bali. I'm really surprised that founders from all over the world has joined us today, which is quite surprising. For next season, I wish that a lot more diverse founders can join the Zero Base program to actually execute and raise their first capital, meet new people, and network. I hope more people join us. I hope Zero Base can help more founders around the world. I do think that you can build anything in the world with very little money. People, why they think they need to raise capital is, I think it's all because of complexity. The more complex that you think about your product, you instantly become capital dependent.
Join Zero Base.
Join Zero Base today.
Join Zero Base.
Join Zero Base. Come now!
How great is that, guys? Yeah, it was really cool. We got to meet a lot of different founders. We went to a lot of different places to eat great food, just chill, just work on some ideas, offline lectures as well. Super, super fun. Hope you guys can make it as well. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be better than last season. So, thank you guys. I think that is the end for today. That's it for today. And submit those homework. Right? If you guys don't know anything about the homework, let us know. Apply for that one-on-one and I'll sort of catch up with you one-on-one, get to know you as well. If you have any questions about the IRL or any questions about the lecture or the Founders Panel, email us or reach out to us through Instagram or LinkedIn or whatever. We will get back to you. And guys, we're going to make this together, okay? Everything's going to be okay. You guys are going to make it, hopefully raise some money, hopefully make your ideas off the ground. Absolutely amazing. I'll see you guys next week.